皆さん、こんにちは。みーさチャンネル、資格ハンター編です。最新の英語ニュースを読み上げますので、英語の試験勉強やスキルアップにご活用ください。
Britain imposes tougher coronavirus lockdown measures. By VOA News. December 19th, 2020, 1:15 p.m. Britain's Prime Minister Boris Johnson speaks during a news conference in response to the ongoing situation with the coronavirus disease, COVID-19, pandemic, inside 10, Downing Street, London, Britain, December 19th, 2020. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson imposed new coronavirus lockdown measures in England Saturday, reversing initial plans to ease restrictions during the holiday season after a new strain of the coronavirus was detected in the country. I know how much emotion people invest in this time of year. I know how disappointing this will be, Johnson said at a news conference. There is no alternative open to me. Britain sounds alarm about mutant coronavirus strain. British scientists scramble to determine if mutant coronavirus strain may be resistant to crop of newly developed vaccines. Johnson imposed tighter controls after England's chief medical officer confirmed Saturday that a new strain of the coronavirus in the country could spread faster and lead to even more surges in infections if left unchecked. The Prime Minister noted the new strain is up to 70% more transmissible than previous strains. Dr. Chris Whitty said in a statement there was no evidence the new strain causes a higher mortality rate or was more resistant to newly approved vaccines, but that urgent efforts were underway to confirm that. Britain's PM Boris Johnson attends a news conference, together with Chris Whitty, the Chief Medical Officer, and Patrick Vallance, UK Governor Chief Scientific Advisor, in response to the ongoing situation with the coronavirus, London, December 19, 2020. Whitty said Britain has alerted the World Health Organization about the strain, which British Health Secretary Matt Hancock said on Monday was detected in the south of England. As a result of the new measures that become effective at midnight Saturday night, people in London and southeast England are now under a new higher tier of restrictions, affecting about 1/3 of the country's population. They will be required to remain at home except for essential reasons, such as work. Non-essential retail stores will close, along with leisure and entertainment venues. In the U.S., American drug maker Moderna Incorporated and partners have started distributing its COVID-19 vaccine, the second approved for emergency use in the country. Trucks will begin shipping the vaccine to more than 3,700 U.S. locations on Sunday, U.S. Army General Gustav Perna said Saturday, during a virtual news conference. FDA approves emergency use of second coronavirus vaccine. Vice President Mike Pence and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi receive shots Friday. Perna said the Moderna vaccine will reach healthcare workers as early as Monday, but that the delivery of some of the first 20 million doses of vaccines from Moderna and Pfizer Incorporated could be delayed until the first week of January. Nearly 76 million people around the world contracted the coronavirus as of midday Saturday, according to the Johns Hopkins Coronavirus Resource Center. More than 75 million global coronavirus cases. U.S. has more COVID cases than any other country. The U.S. tops the list as the country with the most cases, with 17.5 million. India is second, with more than 10 million, followed by Brazil, with 7.1 million. Medical residents staged a protest Friday at Stanford Medical Center in Palo Alto, California, because they and other frontline medical professionals, including nurses and respiratory therapists, were not included among the staff members scheduled to receive the coronavirus vaccine. Stanford apologized and has promised to remedy the situation immediately. Turkish state-run media said 8 people were killed in a fire that broke out in an intensive care unit where COVID-19 patients were being treated. The Anadolu News Agency said the fire erupted Saturday when an oxygen cylinder exploded at Senko University Hospital in Gaziantep in southern Turkey. A hospital statement said 14 other patients have been transferred to other hospitals. Zheng Yisan, Vice Minister of China's National Health Commission, said Saturday the country would focus on vaccinating high-risk groups over the next several months before beginning to vaccinate the general public. During the winter and spring seasons, carrying out novel coronavirus vaccination work among some key population groups is of great significance to epidemic prevention, Zheng, who also is director of State Council's Vaccine R&D Working Group, said. The World Health Organization said it has gained access to 2 billion doses of several coronavirus vaccines. WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said access to the vaccines ensures that some 190 countries will be able to inoculate their populations during the first half of next year. South Korea has recorded 4 straight days of more than 1,000 coronavirus cases. The government is offering free testing because of the surge, but has not yet decided what, if any, new measures will be imposed to curb the uptick. Slovak Prime Minister Igor Matovic is the latest European leader to test positive for the coronavirus. French President Emmanuel Macron has also announced that he has contracted COVID-19. Both men attended an EU summit last week in Brussels. In Australia, portions of Sydney are set to adhere to new lockdown measures, following an outbreak of 38 cases on the city's beaches. The lockdown begins late Saturday and goes until midnight Wednesday. We're hoping that will give us sufficient time to get on top of the virus so that we can then ease up for Christmas and the New Year, said Gladys Berejiklian, the state premier of New South Wales.
以上で今回のミーサチャンネルは終了です。最後までご視聴いただきましてありがとうございました。よろしければ高評価とチャンネル登録をよろしくお願いします。